Hey guys, it's your guy Bo here, and this video, you guys are in for a treat because this video is actually a bonus video. I did not plan on making this. I expected it to be several more months before I made another video because, like I said, I'm still working on other things, especially that ginormous project I'm working on. But yeah, that's still in the works. I don't know when I'll be able to post about it. Hopefully within the next few months. I don't know. But yeah, this is a bonus book review. I just want to say I am not wearing pajamas. No, I know this looks like a pajama shirt. It's not. It's just part of a set of comfy clothes that was given me as a Christmas gift by my grandparents several years ago, and it's really nice. But anyways, the book that I did not expect to be reviewing is Star Wars Fatal Alliance, one of the Old Republic books. I just want to start out by saying that I got this book several years ago. Can't remember when, maybe like 3 years maybe? I don't know. But I got it, but I never got around to I never got around to reading it. And just sat on my shelf for years. And so I finally decided to just read it and get it out of the way. And boy, am I glad I did. And I was actually in for a surprise when I opened it because all Star Wars Legends books have a timeline in them. It's the Legends novels timeline. As you can see here, it's got this right here, and this. And on this timeline, this book is right after Red Harvest. Because if you see Red Harvest right there, you guys see it? Well, right below it is Fatal Alliance. So this is like right after, which came as a big surprise to me. Not sure if it says the year, let me see. No, it doesn't say the year, but I'm not sure if it takes place the same year or just a few years after. But anyways, it talks about there was a threat that would cause the Jedi and the Sith to form an alliance. I thought this was going to be the Eternal Empire. Because that was something where the Jedi and the Sith had to team up. Like, the entire Jedi Order and the entire Sith Order had to team up. But no, it wasn't. It was just some Jedi and some Sith. But I'll get... excuse me. I'll get into that later. But yeah, I want to say this book actually introduces us to someone named Shigar Kanchi. He is a Kifar Jedi like Quinlan Vos. And it turns out that, you know that ability Quinlan Vos has, where if he like picks up an object, he can see like things that have happened associated with that object. This is an ability that not only does he have, but also Cal Kestis and Rey Skywalker have. Ahsoka Tano developed it at some point, but in Legends, turns out it's pretty common with Kifar. About 1 in 100 Kifar can have it, have this ability, and that surprised me because I didn't expect that. Because it's established in canon that the ability is called psychometry. And it's established in canon that psychometry is a rare ability. And until we got Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, until Cal, the only ones we had seen use this ability were Quinlan Vos and Rey. But yeah. Anyways, Shigar, he's struggling. He's the Padawan of Grandmaster Satele Shan. And if you don't know who Satele Shan is, she is the descendant of Revan and Bastila Shan. And when it comes to accomplishments, she is the only Jedi Grand Master that rivals Luke Skywalker. And she was the youngest Jedi to ever become Grand Master. I think she was in her 20s. But she is voiced by Jennifer Hale, who also voices Aayla Secura, Ryo Chuchi, Maverick Zane. She voices a lot of characters in Star Wars. Most notably, Aayla Secura and Ryo Chuchi. But yeah. He ends up running into this former Special Forces operative named Lauren Moxla. And Lauren is a Kifar as well. And the two of them meet because they find a Black Sun safe house on Coruscant being attacked from the inside. And the one who attacks it, who turns out to be attacking it, is a Mandalorian. And now, I'm just going to tell you guys, in Legends, Mandalorians are not the good guys. And in this book was a prime example. Because during the sacking of Coruscant, Shai Vizsla aided the Sith in ransacking the Jedi Temple, and she also aided them during the Battle of Alderaan. And especially in Fate of the Jedi, I haven't read those books, but they're not the good guys either. Like they've never been good like they are in canon, like with the Mandalorian. Like in the Clone Wars, Death Watch, they weren't good. Yeah. But this single Mandalorian manages to single-handedly take out an entire Black Sun safe house and then fend off attacks from both Lauren and Shigar simultaneously. So that's pretty serious. But this Mandalorian, it's established to be a male. But if you find out in the epilogue that he turns out to be a she. So yeah. A girl just whipped a whole lot of asses in this book. But yeah. Basically it turns out the Sith, the Mandalorian, and the Jedi are all after the same thing. It's this object, this unknown object, that comes from the Cinzia. It was made by Lima Xandret, who turns out to be the mother of one of the Sith, Eldon Axe. She was taken from her mother at a young age to join the Sith. But they don't know what this object is, and they go to the now Hutta, although during this time it's just called Hutta. They eventually do find out what this thing is. It's a portable droid factory. Although the droids it creates are unlike anything they have ever seen. It creates what's called hexes due to their hexagonal shape. And here's one right here. They've got shields, blasters and things like that. They're heavily armed. But turns out Lina Xandret, she was a traitor to the Sith. She fled, and she went to this planet at the edge of the galaxy and established a settlement there, and sent the droid factory. Well, actually, no, she didn't do it, but anyways, she and all of her companions died, and the hexes, they actually can build themselves. They can build themselves and build things, machines. They can corrupt machinery. They can infect machinery. They can consume metal. They consume things in order to create. So the factory, think of it like this. The factory, it's creating things inside. Eventually, it comes out. And then another comes out. And if you look in, you can pull out, an underdeveloped one. An underdeveloped one was pulled out. Reaching inside after a second, Lauren pulls out a leg of one of the hexes. So yeah, they come, it's like a spawner. It's like a Minecraft mob spawner, essentially. But yeah, they all go to the planet where the hexes were. It's called Sabaton, at the edge of the galaxy. And they realize the threat that they calculate it would only take one generation for the hexes to take over the entire galaxy. But there's an envoy working for the Imperials, the Sith Empire, the Imperials, named Eula V. I call him Ula. He sees Laura and he gets a crush on her. Although he has, as people say now, he has negative Riz. Yeah. And Lauren, she kind of gets the hots for Shigar and for Eula, but we don't really see a romance happening between them. But Lauren kisses Shigar and she says, we'll find it. Hang on, bear with me, y'all. Like after she kisses him, she kisses him good luck, and they leave. She presses her face in hands, and it says she goes flack, 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 flack. That is literally saying fuck, 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 fuck. But it's one of those easy to determine. It's one of those easy to determine what it means in real life, the cussing. Yeah. Hopefully YouTube doesn't age restrict this video for me cussing. Although I don't think they will. Yeah. When they got to the edge of the galaxy, the planet is actually on the edge of a black hole, and it says when the Republic ships come out of hyperspace, Satele is with them. One of them was just slightly off course, and it got sucked into the black hole. And I was able to picture that, and I was thinking, ugh. But this planet is on the edge of the galaxy, so far from it. Like, from the planet, you can actually see the galaxy itself. Like, you see galaxies in posters and, science classrooms. That's what it looks like. If you're at that planet and you're in space above that planet and you're looking at the galaxy, that's what it looks like. But around the time of the Old Republic, at the edge of the galaxy, there was something else that was out there. And only the experts know what that something else was. I will tell you what that something else was, but that won't be for some time. Y'all will just have to wait. But yeah, they get to the planet and they have to form an alliance. The Jedi and the Sith end up forming an alliance, and the Satele Shan and Darth Kratos, I think that's how you say his name, Eldon's Axe's master, they swap apprentices for the mission. And during the mission, Shigar's view of wartime and black and white, his view on the war is changed significantly. And he almost dies, but this was his trial, and he was deemed ready to take the trials, and I'm pretty sure he became a Jedi Knight not long after this. But I will admit that I forgot that Satele, by the time she'd become Grand Master, she stopped using her double blue-bladed lightsaber and just used a single green-bladed lightsaber. But it said when she drew her blade, that's when it clicked in my head. But yeah. But when Axe and Satele find a clone of Axe named Cinzia, but her mother, there's a fluid around her that is her mother's conscience or something. But this clone had controlled the hexes the entire time. Well, she can control them sometimes, but her mother tried to smother her because she wanted to help them. But they busted her out of the tank, and she died because she wasn't used to breathing air. But before she died, she directed Axe to something that allowed her to take over the hexes, and she eventually commanded them all to commit suicide. She killed her own master, but she got a new one at the end of the book. And her story is going to continue. I'm not sure where it continues, but this is off topic, but on the Legends timeline, the earliest thing you can find is Dawn of the Jedi Into the Void right here. I have actually seen this book at Barnes & Noble, and I want to get it, but I have so many more books to read. It will not be for some time. I've got 16 books to read. No, actually, no, 18. 18 freaking books to read. So yeah, and 12 of them are books I got for Christmas last year that I still have not touched. But I'm going to touch them. I'm going to get to touching on them and pretty soon. But yeah, I can't help but wonder with this book and everything. I just wanted to say what Essential Legends books I've read. I've read Revan, I've read Red Harvest, Fatal Alliance, the Bane trilogy, I've read Darth Plagueis, I've read I've read Deceived. And what else have I read? There's Death Troopers. Let's see. I think that's it. Oh, wait, no. There's Allegiance. I've also read Allegiance. But yeah, the longest series in the Legends timeline is the New Jedi Order. That's a total of 19 books. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I might start a quest to read the entire Legends timeline, although I don't know if I'll be able to. Maybe not. But the books that I have that I will read are Maul Lockdown and The Courtship of Princess Leia, although those will not be for some time. But yeah, my final thoughts on this book is, I'm glad I finally picked it up. I don't know why I left it for so long. And I'm going to be honest, when I thought the cover took place on Mustafar, but no, it takes place on Sabaddon. And I'm glad I read it, finally. All I can say really is I'm just glad I read it. I'm glad I finally did. And yeah, I guess that's it. And like I said, this was just a bonus video, a little treat for you guys. I don't know when my next video will be because I'm still working on that massive thing. That project I'm working on will take a lot of videos to cover. It's so dense. Yeah, but I'll get it when I get it. And I might make some videos in between to tie you guys over until then. Might not. Who knows? But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Whenever that is. Bye-bye.